Hey everyone, got some big news to share today in regards to the channel. Some of you probably gonna be pretty upset, some of you might not even care, but I've based my entire channel around Ford Bronco content, mostly around performance with some accessories here and there. Well, long story short, I actually ended up trading in my Bronco. As you can see here, I took off a lot of modifications, including the intake, the mirrors, the blow-off valves, charge pipes, you name it, intercooler, all that stuff. So yeah, I took off a lot of the modifications and traded it in. You're probably wondering, why would I do that? I put so much effort and time and money into it. Well, there was a couple main reasons. The most important of which is that I could never get comfortable in the Bronco. Over the years that I've owned it, I've tried a lot of things. As you can see here, I have the cloth seats in the Bronco, but I purchased the OBX leather seat because it's leather and it has some adjustability with power, or more adjustability. This didn't really get me where I wanted to be, so I ended up purchasing a 2020 F-150 seat with catskin leather. I ended up having custom brackets made for it, and I wired it up myself to work in the Bronco. It was better, but not, again, where I needed it to be. I have some upper back issues, and it wasn't working for me. Second thing is that I take a lot of work calls in my car, and being that the Bronco is my daily driver, the soft top was getting progressively louder and louder. And I was thinking, okay, well, I can always upgrade to a hard top, but that's a big investment. And if I'm not comfortable, then there's not really much of a point. And then third thing is I kind of did everything I wanted to do with the Bronco. Obviously, I put a lot of performance modifications on it. I had some turbos lined up for it. I was working with a company. It kind of fell through. Then I saw that Garrett just released some 2.7 liter turbo upgrades. I was like, okay, I'm going to go that route. But then kind of weighing everything, I said to myself, I think it's really just time for a change. Into another vehicle. I was thinking maybe I'll go electric, but then I'm the kind of guy that likes tinkering and modding stuff, and electric doesn't really get me where I want to be there. I test drove a Rivian R1T, a new Ford Lightning, and I did like them, but it doesn't scratch the itch. I did also go test drive a Bronco Raptor because they are more comfortable. They have better seats. They have a hardtop, obviously. They kind of check a lot of the boxes. And while it was an improvement over the Sasquatch, I didn't feel like it was a big enough improvement for me to make that investment. While I love the Bronco Raptor, it's really great in the rocks. It's pretty much better than the Sasquatch in every metric for the most part. Again, it still didn't feel like a huge upgrade for me when it came to comfort, noise levels and things like that. So even though the hardtop is better than the soft top, it's not night and day in my opinion. So I test drove an F-150 Raptor, and I was kind of blown away by it, I'll be honest. It was super comfortable. It was, it's powerful. It's kind of checks a lot of the boxes for me. Obviously, I live on the East Coast. I'm not jumping dunes over here or do anything that, Raptors are really known for. I've had experience with Raptors. My brother has owned 2 of them, so I've been in them. I've been around them. I've always liked them. But never really thought they were a good vehicle for the East Coast. But I figured, what the hell, we need to try something different. I want to stick to a car that I can mod. And so I ended up, buying a Raptor. So I bought a 2023 black Raptor. This is a 801A package with a couple of upgrades and options. It's bone stock, except with the exception of some fog light covers that I bought on the bottom there for the rigid fog lights, and then I bought a shorty antenna. But other than that, it's bone stock. It's got some miles on it. It's got like 48,000 miles on it. So I'm not the kind of guy to go out there and spend $80,000 on a vehicle. So I was able to find this for a really good deal in the mountains of North Carolina, and I scooped it up as quickly as I could. It's in great shape. It has great maintenance records on Carfax and the Oasis report. Thanks Ducati for pulling that Oasis for me. And then, but other than that, I love it. I don't like the rims. Actually, I hate the rims. So I'm going to replacing those. I actually have some new ones already on order. So rims are going to be replaced. But yeah, I love the color. The body's in pretty good shape. The paint's in pretty good shape. So overall, I really like the truck. But obviously this is going to change some things with the channel, right? I'm obviously going to be focusing on modifications for the Raptor in lieu of the Bronco. But do keep in mind that I will still provide information and videos around the Bronco and the Ranger platform. Those are 2 platforms I really love. I love the 2.7, the 2.3, the 3.0. I'm going to obviously be experimenting with the 3.5. So I'm going to be providing information on those platforms still. and you know, sharing as much information as I can. But the 3.5 is all new to me. I am vaguely familiar with it, so I'm gonna have to learn a lot more about it. I can't wait to jump into it. This again is bone stock, no performance modifications. So we're gonna be doing some things. We're gonna be doing some rims. We're gonna be doing some all the bolt-ons. We're gonna do tune, all that fun stuff. We're gonna see how fast we can make this thing and how fun we can make it. As it stands, you know, it's a pretty quick truck. You know, it's not like it's slow. But it can do much better. But yeah, so we're gonna be covering a lot of the upgrades and stuff on this truck. So if you wanna follow along, you know, feel free to stay subscribed. If this is not the content that you want to see or have any interest in, then, you know, do what you gotta do. I understand completely. But I will be changing the name to my channel yet again. I'm gonna try to kind of settle on one name that will work throughout any vehicles I tend to purchase or will purchase in the future. So anyways, hope you guys stick around and enjoy the content. If you have any questions about anything Bronco or Ranger related, obviously you can always hit me up. I'm still gonna be active on the Bronco forums. I'm not gonna be active on the F-150 forums, but anyways, if you guys wanna follow along with the ride of the Bronco Raptor, we're gonna be doing a lot of draggy stuff, tuning, performance upgrades, you know, that kind of fun stuff. How fast can we make the EcoBoost 3.5 in this truck? So anyways, guys, thanks for checking out the video, and we will see you on the next one.